2 on, 1 out.
Now
Victor Scott now at the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Movement for the White Sox in their bullpen. Angel Perdomo, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Karinchak, the right-hander, loosening up as well. 2 on, 1 out. Fought off foul.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, and reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
On the inside corner for called strike 3.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't.
Now this ball is down and could score a run. Fires to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. Chance now to even this game if they can put a ball in play, maybe an error, maybe a hit.
Hit in the air, center field. And that's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
Iriarte back to work. In the air, left field, down the line, and it falls. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Wastes no time there. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ballgame.
Alec Burleson, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Line drive, base hit, around third. Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Angel Perdomo gets the ball now.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Substitution being made at first. Pitch running here, Dylan Cruz. And now here is Spencer Jones. Perdomo keeping an eye on him.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Fastball is outside. And a swing and a miss.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Falling behind 2-1. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Kicks and deals. Way outside. And now it's filled up 3-2. Dalton rushing in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. This one lifted in the air, left field. Drops into the glove. Throws to second with the throw-in. No chance to get back. It's a double play. Here's the catcher, Dalton rushing. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And a swing and a miss there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. And there's a foul ball. Right side. And that one handled. Tosses to first. Inning over. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And at the plate for Miami, Mason Wynn. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive.
Good wheels out there on second, and he's getting a pretty big lead right now. Definitely looking to score on any hit to the outfield.
The shortstop takes the ball. And another ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Newell sizing this one up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
Now batting,
Luis Angel Acuna digs in now.
Acuna.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
Line drive. Gets down. Base hit. Here comes the throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Marlins walk it off in extra innings.
I got his 99.
Close one.
Fuck that up.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Cincinnati Reds. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Hunter Green. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Puts it away for the out. One away.
That's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
One.
Ripped to short. Sends it across to first. That's the third out. Inning over. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. We move to the second here in Cincinnati. It's the Reds 3 and the Marlins nothing. So 1 out,
Now
nobody
batting,
on. Ellie De La
shortstop,
Cruz
Ellie
will
De
hit
La
next.
Cruz.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2023. In one inning, De La Cruz hit a 2-out single to take the lead and then proceeded to do something that a Red...
Fires to first in time.
Up next for the Reds, left fielder, Marcel.
Welcome back. Last series, the
Leading
pitching
off for the
was not
Marlins,
good as we take a
shortstop,
check
Mason
of the
Wynn.
numbers. Green back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Oh, there's the 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
1 out, base is empty. Ezekiel Duran, the next to hit for the Reds. And the 3-1. On the ground, out to short. Can't glove it cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
We talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
This one in the air. Win. And makes the grab. And the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. We're through 5. It's the Reds 4 and the Marlins 2. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now batting Jeimer Candelario. Both 2 in this one.
Jeimer Candelario.
Candelario working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
Well, trying to get into scoring position. Great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
So a man at first. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. 1 for 3. Swing and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
1 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Swing and a foul out of play. Swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining. And up next for Miami, Dylan Cruz.
Now that center fielder Dylan Cruz.
Williams is just one strike away. He walked in, and that will keep things going. Here comes a skipper.
Pitching for the Reds.
Aaron Ashby comes on
number
now.
26.
Well, no margin for error in terms of
Aaron
throwing strikes with the
Ashby.
bases loaded. Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark, you're sleeping in your own bed, you're eating your clubhouse manager's food, everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And a final 8-7. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining. Here in Cincinnati, great American ballpark and a city steeped in baseball history. We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Singy, we get to see one of the hottest hitters in the league today. Quite the streak he's riding.
Seriously, Boog, he's been on fire at the plate. A major boost for this team, and I enjoy seeing greatness on display, and this guy just gets it done.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll here. And on the hill, Zach Eflin. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
That's towards center. Cruz under it. Makes the catch. And that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move to the second here in Cincinnati. All tied 1-1. Dylan Cruz, the next up for the Marlins. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Eflin measures 6 feet 6 inches, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And takes low for ball 1. Tied up here in the early going. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Batting 7th, second baseman Oswald Peraza.
Bottom half of inning number 2. And the batter now, Tyler Stevenson. And there's a rocket into the outfield. One out, runner at second. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. That one is absolutely belted. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Go-ahead run on base. And now for the Marlins, Dylan Cruz. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That misses the zone, and now it's even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
On the ground to third. Moncada. They take the force out, and that is the inning. No runs. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Fairchild.
That's a laser base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feel. You hit that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Base is empty, 1 away. And at the plate for Miami, Dylan Cruz. Swing and a miss.
Just an outstanding
0-1's the
job
count.
of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. Fairchild makes the grab, 2 down.
Now batting second baseman Oswald.
So 2 away with nobody on. And up next for Miami, Dylan Cruz. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
The next offering misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball, that's out.
That
Count
one
is 3-2.
misses. 3-2 now. Out towards right center field. Fairchild on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Heart of the order. 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Glad you're here at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, home of the Reds since 2003. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the Blues to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
We'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. On the hill here today, Rhett Lauder. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
And that one inside, and it hit him. Runner on at first with one gone. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Candelario at first, one gone. Runner on the move. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Swings and misses. And he strikes out the side in the third. One gone, runner at first.
Shortstop
Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
In there, and it's 0-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Swing at a high fly ball, well struck. Ozuna ranging back. Out of here. And we are starting over. It's 2-2.
That fastball was out of the zone, and he still drove it out. Those swings leave pitchers scratching their heads. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Now batting,
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds.
Friedel.
Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second, tag, and they got him.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw.
Shortstop,
Then a quick
Mason
tag before
Wynn.
he reaches the base.
And now for the Marlins, Mason Wynn. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
Late on that fastball.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Went with the sweeper, but it misses. Rushing at third, Jones. Over at second, Edwards. At first, 2 out of the inning. Next pitch is downstairs.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. Friedel going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. So they get 1. So digging in, Mason Wynn. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Comes up empty. Nobody out.
Now
Runner at first.
for the Reds, number 43, Tommy Kahnle.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
At the belt and fires. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this was a total team effort, using 6 pitchers in this ballgame to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give him a lot of credit because this is not.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Matt Manning. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second, and great jump. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
I think that steal kind of sets the tone, not just for this game, but for the entire series. First inning, game one, so that kind of tells me they're going to be aggressive on offense and try to force the issue whenever they can.
Batting
And
fifth,
now up for
left
Washington,
fielder,
Jake Fraley.
Fraley.
So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Wynn settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. So the Nats leave a pair, and now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the mound now, Brandon Pfaadt. And this will be a tough test for him. Pitching on the road has not been that kind to his numbers.
Well, I think he's just got to trick himself mentally and put himself in a comfort level like he does at home. I know it's not the same being on the road as away from home in terms of being able to have a routine and be consistent with it. But this game is so much mental, and he's going to have to find a way to play a mind game with himself to move through this ball game and get a W.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough.
Throws to first, and a quick out, number one.
Good fastball in on the hands,
now
makes the swing a little defensive, jammed him up right there.
One out, base is empty. Here's Nick Madrigal. Ground ball, left side, Wynn. Whips it to first. There to beat him by an eyelash.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Just missed.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Now batting,
and now it's Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos.
Pickoff throw.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Runner.
First offering. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Safe.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Starting to go at the 2-1. Appeal down to first. No swing. Kenny Jansen with the call. Man at second. This to center field. Dives, but it falls. And now it looks like extra bases. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. That pitch came off the bat really well into center field, and he clearly put a nice swing on it. And anytime you can get one to drop in out there, you know you stung it pretty good, because it seems like center fielders these days, to a man, these guys can run down just about everything hit their way.
Yeah.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
One ball,
The
two
shortstop
strikes.
takes the ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone, because that's where you can get hurt.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. One left for Miami. They trail it 3-2. And now it's Luis Garcia. Here's a 1-1. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
Win in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead.
strikes.
This is exactly what they were looking for.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So base is all loaded up. Dalton rushing. The next up for the Marlins. The Fish down to their final stride. Tapped in front of the plate. Throw to first in time. Ball game. And the Nationals take game 1 of the series on the road. And your final score 5-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Miami Marlins. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway, and starting in this one, Paul Blackburn.
Well, Boog, maybe a little pedestrian there in terms of the ERA, but with those numbers, you expect to be in a ball game and have an opportunity to win, and really, that's all his teammates can ask for. So we'll see if he's able to be consistent in this one.
So 2 down. C.J. Abrams digging in for the Nationals. Hit on the ground to short. Peraza zips it to first. Third out. So 1 left for Washington. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League. Back here in Miami, today's starting pitcher, Mackenzie Gore. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Batting 6.
Yeah, you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there.
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. Runner from second crosses the plate. The throw to second is offline.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Now here is Luis Angel Acuna. Runner breaks for third. Pitch is high, and the throw, he's out at third.
Well, I can see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you got to make sure.
Double steal. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. Double steal. One down. Runner at first. And at the plate for Miami, Oswald Peraza.
One ball.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Peraza, in his third season, 25 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. You often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Get on the ground to short. Peraza. One away here in the fifth.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Hit on the ground might be two. The underhand flip. There's one, and that's two. They get a run. One down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Oswald Peraza. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Now one missed.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And that one missing low. One out, base is empty. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. To first, two gone.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
So up next, Jake Fraley. On the ground to short, sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Peraza fires over to first. That's out number 3.
Well, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
And the final